Hola Tauruses, welcome to your love reading for September 2018. This is a general reading. If it resonates, consider personal reading. My rates and info are below. In addition to my email, just shoot me an email and we can make that happen. I am starting off with Alpha Tauruses. So the energies that I'm concentrating on while I do this reading, you are an Alpha Taurus if you tend to be assertive, outgoing, and identify with masculine energies. Other things to mention, my 2018 Sun Moon readings are in my playlist. Go look up what your Sun Moon sign is and then check out your behavioral traits and predictions for 2018. My compatibility readings are also going up very slowly in my playlists. I plan to work on them through this year and next year, but I will get them all done. I'm on the Instant Go app, so download the Instant Go app, look for Veronica Garnet. If you need a quick answer to a quick question, text only at this time, no phone or video chat. And then finally, I'll be leaving a Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, be it a crush, a current, or an ex. So let's see what's going on with Alpha Taurus. Holy Spirit, angels, and divine guides of the universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity for Alpha Tauruses for love for September 2018? What are the prior energies they passed out of prior to? What love energies can they expect into September 2018? And how will they be moving out of September 2018 and into October? Please grant me an objectivity to read these cards as they're intended to be read and say your messages as you intend them to be said for Alpha Taurus's love 2018 and the period surrounding it. Holy Spirit angels, can you please show me prior energies for Alpha Taurus? Your prior energies was the Two of Wands in the upright. Can you please show me what you can expect in September 2018 is the Strength card. And then moving out of September into October, you guys have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it's funny, this is the Herbal Tarot, and this is the Two of Wands, and he's holding the world, and I always think, and basil is the herb, so I always think of like Italy, and he's dressed very Italian, like, you know, Christopher Columbus kind of deal. So it kind of takes me like an artist, kind of the artist way or something like that. But okay, so prior to September, a percentage of you, or you know, whoever this resonates for, is considering possibilities that are out there. I'm feeling for some of you, you are looking for somebody because you are looking out in the world. He's clutching the one stick, and then the other one is there in front of him, almost like he's considering a partnership, because the Two of Wands can be about considering a partnership, but it's waiting on results. It's choices based on results. So some of you might have been, I don't want to say hesitant, but definitely thinking over what your choices are based on characteristics, based on, I'm just feeling like there's information you're waiting to come in before you make a final decision. And there's a cautiousness associated with it. I feel like it's not hesitant. You just want to make sure you're doing the right thing. And honestly, with this card, I feel like for some of you, if you can't, you know, find what you're looking for, you're fine to be alone and to continue looking, or just be with your stick and walk the path alone is what I'm kind of getting from that. I just heard fragrant. That's really weird. No idea why. I thought maybe it associated with the basil or something like that. All right, I'll just come back to that. I don't know. That was weird. All right, so I don't know. Maybe somebody out there is cooking, or somebody's picking flowers when I'm doing this reading. So we move into energies to expect in September, and we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of Leo, if that resonates for some of you. But I really think it's about, I'm getting a real single kind of message here with you guys, that you're, if someone isn't going to fit your criteria, or they aren't going to be what you're looking for, or then you're fine to stand alone. I mean, I'm really getting this from the Strength card. Again, there's this pillar, although the pillar's leaning and kind of cracking. So for some of you, you might think that you're a little stronger than you actually are. Maybe it's something that you put out to people, but inside, you know, you're a little bit weakened. I mean, I'm getting from this that you guys feel you guys want somebody, but you're putting out this force, this strength. I don't feel like you're letting people know this, and you're not going to settle. I'm getting from this, and I'm getting from this that you guys aren't going to settle, and that's what you're putting out there. But inside, it's funny because it's Cayenne. I was thinking about how hot Cayenne is. You long for that passion. I'm seeing a lot of red in her hat and red in her cape and the red here. So I feel like you're longing for the passion, yet you're trying to keep up this single front, I'm fine alone, I don't need you, that sort of thing in September, trying to put that out there. And that might be a good thing because we have the King of Cups over here. So this could be somebody that you encounter in October. And this person is usually not a very good person. He has negative qualities associated with him in the emotional department. So for instance, he can be manipulative. He can try to use emotions to manipulate you to get your way. He can be uncertain in regarding his feelings. He can be somebody who blames other people for what he does. He's one of those people. It could be codependent, alcoholic. Sometimes they're jealous. Sometimes they're moody. So if this is a person, this is someone you can encounter in October, and you might decide, hey, you know, I do long for somebody, but I don't need somebody like this. I don't need to settle. The other spectrum of this is actually you. These are your energies in October. And you're a little out of control of your emotions. You're feeling uncertain about your feelings and what you want to do with them. And because there is a certain uncertainty that goes along with this, with the choices and being unsure. And yes, I want the passion, but I'm putting myself out there as a strong being. And then here it could be your emotions are, you know, all over the place. You're not really getting a grasp on them or knowing what you want or where to go. And the advice that goes along with this card, obviously, is to get your emotions under control before you move forward. So could be a person, could be an energy, but we're going to pull clarifiers. Can you please provide clarification on the Two of Wands for Alpha Tauruses? Why is the Two of Wands here in the upright? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Two of Wands in the upright for Alpha Tauruses, please. Okay, person, personality, perspective. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're putting yourself out. You put yourself out there as the Queen of Wands. Somebody who's this powerful, powerful person. And then we have the Empress in reverse. And the Magician in the upright. So that is what you're doing. In the past, you're putting yourself out as this Queen of Wands. Somebody who is self-assured, confident, masters everything. You know, lets people, she's the boss woman, lets people know how things are going to be. It's very clear in her boundaries. The Magician, this is kind of what you're doing in terms of, you know, manifesting things. You know, you want to manifest things. You wanted to. And you, with the Queen of Wands, you feel that you have the power to do so. And it's interesting because, you know, the Magician has a wand. He's holding a stick. He's holding a stick. She's holding a stick. You know, it's, to me, it's just wands all over the place. Like, clutching onto this thing, knowing that you have the power, I have the power, or you had the power that you're putting out there. Then we have the Empress down here in reverse. So I feel like this is the other side of you, you know, where maybe you want to be dependent on somebody else. Maybe you want to be, what's a good way of putting this? The Empress in the upright can be like the total package. She's very nurturing. She's very this, she's very that. And in the reverse, it's more like a weakened state of that. So I feel like there's this weakness to you that you're trying to cover up. It might be insecurities. It might be, you know, an inability to nurture or find someone to nurture with or what have you. But meanwhile, you put this out there like, I am strong. I am person, you know, you deserve, I'm only picking someone that deserves to be with me. So I'm getting a duality here with what you guys are putting out is, I don't feel like that's necessarily what's under the surface. Okay, but I feel like you guys are too proud to kind of be vulnerable at this time, so that maybe that's why you're doing that. Can you please provide a clarification on the Strength card? Why is the Strength card here? Who is this person? What is this energy for Alpha Tauruses? Why did you choose this Strength card for it? Love energies to expect in September. Person, personality. There's a little Two of Wands again. Yeah, you're putting yourself out there as a powerful being who you choose. Look at this guy. He's pointing. He's commanding the ocean. I choose. I choose who's going to hold this other stick. That's what you're putting out there. Five of Swords. Coming out of past resentment. You know, be careful, though, because the Five of Swords can have something that goes along with it where you disregard other people's opinions. You can be intolerant to things. So just be careful of that. I don't want to say don't be picky, but the Five of Swords can be that, and then it's encouraging you to be open to negotiate with people. So I feel like that's a little part of it. Seven of Pentacles here. You're wondering, is this all going to pan out to something? You feel like you're putting a lot in into this. You're putting a lot of effort into this. Honestly, I think you're putting a lot of effort into your exterior shell. I don't know how much work you're doing internally, but I definitely feel like you're trying to emote this energy for some reason. And maybe you're trying to emote this energy so that you meet somebody of equal energy, equal power. But I feel like you guys are just shooting off this external vibe. You're working hard to do it, and the Seven of Pentacles tells me you're wondering, is this the right way to go? Is doing it this way going to be worth it? Is being patient and waiting for the person that I'm worthy of, is it going to be worth it? Am I going to meet that person? So you are questioning if this is the right way to go about things, I feel like. In September anyways. Can you please provide clarification on this King of Cups? Who is this person? What is this energy for Alpha Taurus? Additional messages, please, for this King of Cups in reverse. Who is this person? Who is this energy? Person, personality, perspective. Oh, these cards aren't even going to make it through the readings. The way I've been beating them up. Person, personality. Three of Pentacles. This person could be somebody that you met at work, somebody you work well with. If it is a person, this King of Cups. There's a Strength card again. King of Swords. All right, so I am getting from the Three of Pentacles, if this King of Cups is a person, it's somebody that you work with. And again, with the Strength card here coming up again, you're putting on this facade of being a strong person. It's funny, there's a child in this picture trying to like tame this. I mean, look how she's wrestling that dog. That's not the atypical card in the classic Rider-Waite. It's not a card of strength of grace. It's a card of, I can't even explain it. It's almost like when a child is trying to get somebody to calm down and they're pleading. That's what I feel what's going on here. So maybe somebody's emotions get out of control and it's more like you're pleading with them. You're showing strength, but you're saying, you know, please don't do this. Don't be like this. Or it could be someone doing this to you, but that's what I'm kind of getting from this. And then the King of Swords comes in, somebody who abuses their mental power. They do anything to win. They use their mental powers, they use their intellect to win over a situation. I'm just hesitating because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I do get a pleading sense. Like you put on this facade and now somebody has become unhinged. I feel like. Yet you work well with this person in practical matters. And that's if it is a person. If it's an energy, it's your emotions are a little bit out of control. And the Strength card is you wrestling with your own emotions, trying to get them under control. Perhaps so that you can, and what I'm getting is get them under control here. Because of your work environment, there's persons in your work environment. I just feel like there's somebody in your work environment that affects you. So it's either you trying to get your emotions under control or get the other person's emotion under control because it's affecting things. It could be affecting how everybody is kind of getting along in regards to a project or how they're working on a project. I feel like it's affecting the progress. I also feel like this person wants to get ahead in some way. That's why they're using their intellect and their mental games to, like, you know, manipulate people. I keep on going back to work in October. So I don't know if this is a romantic relationship through work, a boss, a manager, a colleague. You're working with somebody on a project. And it's interfering. I keep on getting interfering with progress. So whatever this is, these emotions and having to wrestle with this person, wrestle with your own, it's stopping success from happening in a certain area. Like things are going along very smoothly, you almost meet your goal, and then you can't because of this fly in the ointment. All right. I know that was really weird, but that's what I'm getting. I'm looking around to see if there's anything I missed that could feed into it more, and I'm not. If I pull more clarifiers, it would just start to get muddy. So there's really no sense in doing that. I don't know. I just want to know what's going on with you guys internally. So if you want to post up comments or something in regards to that, while you're building up that wall or that shell or whatever you need to have, and it might just be to have to deal with this person here. Or it might be to hide your emotions. I don't know. To me, it goes either way. So if you want to post up in the comments, that'd be great. Because I'm kind of curious about, I just feel this wall, this defense, this shelter, this fort, this, like that going on. And then internal stuff is going on with you guys. All right, I'm going to wrap it up for you Alpha Tauruses. You're certainly welcome to hang around for the beta reading. Sometimes people do to see if it resonates. Again, if this resonated, consider a personal reading. Rates and info are below. So is my email. Shoot me an email. In my playlist are my 2018 Sun Moon readings and my compatibility readings. I'm on the Instant Go app. If you need a quick question to a quick answer, text only. And then finally, I will leave the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. And then on with the betas, I will go. Good luck to you, Alpha Tauruses. Hola, Beta Tauruses. This is your love reading for September 2018. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates info are below, along with my email. Send me an email. We can go ahead and make that happen, all right? Energies I'm concentrating on for Beta Taurus. You are a Beta Taurus if you tend to be introverted, introspective, and identify with feminine energies. Other things to mention, my 2018 Sun Moon readings are in my playlist, so go look up your Sun Moon sign and check out what your behavioral traits are in addition to your predictions. For 2018, it doesn't matter when you see it. When you see it is when you were meant to view it. I also have compatibility readings going up in my playlist, so check those out. I'm working on them slowly, but I will work on them through this year and next year. I'm on the Instant Go app. If you need a quick answer to a quick question, text only at this time. And then finally, I will be leaving a Vimeo link below, bonus Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. The Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your clarity, your wisdom, and insight for Beta Tauruses for love? September 2018, what are the prior energies they passed out of? What love energies can they expect? And how will they moving out of September into October? Please grant me the objectivity to read these cards as they're intended to be read and say your messages as you intend to be said for Beta Tauruses, love, September 2018, and the period surrounding it. Can you please show me previous or prior energies for Taurus, Beta Taurus? Okay, previous energies were the Six of Pentacles and the upright. Can you please show me what energies they can expect? The energies you can expect, the Ace of Swords and the upright. And then finally, moving out of September into October, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so prior to September 2018, I feel like I don't feel like this is the Six of Pentacles is very much about you know, give and take. Mutual, about reciprocity. It's about mutual respect. Somebody gives and is okay with giving, and somebody's taking and okay with taking. I don't feel like whoever this reading is for, I don't think this was a relationship prior to September 15th. I actually believe that this is your expectations. So I feel like maybe it was because something you came out of, so now you have these expectations, you have this criteria, and you're telling yourself, you know, I'm not going to settle. This is a little bit similar to the Alpha reading. I'm not going to settle. The reciprocity has to be present. The give and take has to be present. The mutual respect has to be present. You're kind of rounding up what you're looking for and what you expect in your next relationship, or if you were to be involved with somebody. And the reason why I think that is because the Ace of Swords is right next to it. And it's interesting, this is the Herbal Tarot, it's chamomile. So chamomile is very calming to me. And I think it's very calming because you've figured out, due to this, what direction to go in. So now you have your clarity. And you're sort of saying to yourself, and this is a little bit similar to the Alpha reading, as in you are not going to settle. So you're very clear on what you want. You're very clear on who you want. And you have a very clear direction on going about it. So you're pointed with the sword in the direction you're going to go in. And another thing about the Ace of Swords is triumphing over something that happened to your past. So it could have been a relationship you had in your past where there wasn't that equal give and take. And you realize that that's just something that you won't compromise on. You had that experience and you just decided that that's the number one thing on your list that you're no longer going to do. And you've kind of cut that, you know, out of your past, so that it's very cathartic too. You cut that out of your past so that you can move forward in a direction and know what you want and how you're going to go about getting it. And I feel like just that revelation alone is very calming to you. Because I feel like it took you a while to kind of get there. So not only that, moving in October, we have this Ten of Swords here. So this allows you to, it allows you to kind of heal and recover from that old pain that caused you to come to this conclusion. It allows you to grow after the trauma of having been in that previous relationship, because I think you're realizing here that whatever that relationship was in the past where you didn't have that present, it had to happen in order for you to get to this point. So I must feel like for you Beta Tauruses, you're having, you know, through September to October and prior to, this is a process, this is a revelation for you guys to get to a better place, to get to a better relationship. If that relationship hadn't happened, then you wouldn't have had these discoveries that you're having and so much clarity and healing, okay? So, I mean, I wanted to tell you that because I feel like there was a reason. I mean, you have to know there was a reason, there was a purpose for it, no matter what the level of pain was that you guys went through. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your clarity, your wisdom, and your insight for Beta Tauruses, for the Six of Pentacles in the upright? Why is the Six of Pentacles here in the upright? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Person, personality. Okay, the end. So we have the Five of Wands, the World card. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, so you came out of conflict in regards to this relationship, I feel like many moons ago. And having this, yeah, exactly. Okay, so in having had this revelation, you put closure on it. You realize, oh, okay, well, this is why this didn't work, okay? And you've come to terms with it. And then we pulled the Knave of Chalices along with the King of Chalices. So, as I said, that kind of, that's what you're looking for. Okay, because you had this experience and you came out of the conflict, you wrapped it up, and you know you closed that chapter. You know that you want that love that's this Knave of Chalices. You know what you want this love that's the King of Chalices. Now, so you want a new love in regards to the Knave of Chalices, because he's very much about, you know, new love coming in. For some of you, the person that hurt you in the past, that brought you this pain, that got you this place, you actually might get an apology from them, because the Knave of Chalices is about apologies coming through, and that might be might have been part of the healing process for you to get to another step. But now you realize you want this King of Chalices, somebody that has their crap together, very emotionally mature. Although this King of Chalices, I mean, he looks a little bit slouchy. I don't like that one. He's just kind of slouched in his. He looks like a slouch. But no, I mean, somebody that's very comfortable in their emotions. They know how to communicate them without being, you know, overly gushy. They're empathetic. They're a good listener. They're, you know, it's just the ideal partner. It's somebody you want to be the father of your children, or the mother. Don't get caught up in the gender. It's just somebody that kind of embodies that. So realize that whatever happened in your past, it needed to happen for you to focus on getting something like that. Okay, can you please provide clarification on this Ace of Swords for Beta Tauruses? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Beta Tauruses? Additional messages, please. Ace of Swords, Beta Tauruses. Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay, person, personality. Okay, so the Seven of Wands. Okay. And you're, okay. I always talk before it. Like, I come out with a thought, and then I go, well, let me try to remember the thought before, because I want to see what else comes out. Yeah. Two of Wands, that came up all over the alpha reading. So I'm getting sort of the same energy. Some of you might want to go look at the alpha reading. So the Wands to me is, you guys have your direction and you know what you're going to fight for. And again, you're not going to settle. I feel like, you know, the Seven of Wands, here's this guy on this hill. He knows what he wants. And then all these little suitors are kind of poking at you. And you're like, no, stay back. I don't want any of that crap. I've already had that crap. I don't need it again. I know exactly what I want. Everyone just stay the hell back. I'd rather be single than get into something like that. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, very stubborn energy. So along with the Seven of Wands, I feel like you guys are saying, no, I'm not going anywhere until I have this, until I have someone that demonstrates this King of Cups quality to me. You're just not having it, and you're not in any rush to step outside of your little box. You're fine being where you are. You don't feel like having adventures with, you know, a bunch of different people and having to, what do they say, having to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince. you're not into that. And with the Two of Wands, you're taking command over the situation. I love how this guy has his hands over, you know, reaching out, almost like he's just like the right fish is going to come out and jump on his hand, you know? And that's what I feel like you guys are doing. And this guy I always think of those two wands as like partnership. He's holding on to one, so one is him. And the other one is like, who's worthy of this stick, this other stick with me? And that's what I'm really getting from you guys. You're very clear on what you want. You're not going to settle. Maybe I should do that as the title. Okay, can you please provide clarification on the Ten of Swords? But I feel like you had to go through a painful process in order to come to this conclusion. And it's very clear. Ten of Swords. Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Ten of Swords or reverse for Beta Tauruses. Why did you pull the Ten of Swords for Beta Tauruses going into October? Person, personality, perspective, person. Strength card. That also came up in the alpha reading twice. Yeah, some of you, the alpha and the betas might be having similar energies. And that happens sometimes. The High Priestess. And the Magician. The alphas had that in their reading. So you guys are pulling similar cards, even though I shuffled the hell out of them, as you saw. Okay, so I feel like with this Strength card, you did go through a really, you went through a tormenting time. Because this is, and I did this in alpha reading. If you look, that child is tormented and pleading with this uncontrollable beast. This isn't a regular card for the Strength card. In the Celtic Tarot for this card, I just get a pleading, or please calm down, or don't be like this, or so that could have been a person in your past that you were having that kind of communication with, or this could be you wrestling yourself, you know, getting your emotions under control. But I'm feeling more like it's a person. And with the High Priestess, I feel like whatever this was, your intuition started coming out. Your gut started telling you, you know, this isn't right. It was too painful. But the High Priestess is also is about choices too. So, you know, we have the two with the choices in here. What are you going to choose? Are you choosing better for yourself? And I think you guys are choosing better for yourself. And when I was saying about the secrets thing, I lost it. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll come back. Sometimes if it's too much, I just can't get it all out at the same time. But then we had the Magician here. So I feel like because you followed your intuition in regards to what happened in your past, that painful thing in your past, here you are, the Magician, trying to make something happen for yourself. Turn your vision, which is this King of Chalices, into a reality. And using all the skills and all the resources you have available to you to make it happen. And very focused on it too. Very focused to creating this for yourself. But again, if you didn't have that painful, you know, this painful stuff kind of go on, I don't feel like you'd get to this great place you guys are going towards in October. Okay? So, I mean, I'm not seeing, nobody's jumping out at me in terms of a suitor. Again, kind of like the alpha reading, I feel like you guys are kind of getting yourselves together for right now before you proceed. Okay? Alrighty. Well, that is all I have for Beta Tauruses. Again, I'll mention if it resonates, consider a personal reading. My rates and info are below. So is my email. Shoot me an email. In my playlist, my 2018 Sun Moon readings are up. My compatibility readings are up. I'm on the Instant Go app. If you need a quick answer to a quick question, text only. And then finally, I'll be leaving the Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. Otherwise, guys, thank you. Thank you for your support. I will see you guys mid-month for your mid-months. Adios, Beta Tauruses, all Tauruses. Bye.